Is Grace Anello with 31 Triple Doppler.
So the remnants of one and the depression of another kind of giving us a little break right now, even though we are in the thick of hurricane season.
Yes, so Gert and Katia now both dying down, but we do have another system that is getting ready to form in the next 24 to 48 hours. However, that's still well into the Atlantic, and it's unlikely that it will ever impact us on the mainland U.S. But getting a little break. We don't know for how long, though.
And it's a beautiful, clear day all across North Alabama today with a few spots out there, potential spots forming. What are we looking at now?
Yeah, so closer to home conditions are looking great. Take a look at 31 Triple Doppler at 4:47 p.m. We are completely dry with the exception of Hillsboro, just northeast of Moulton. We are tracking a little bit of rain. Now, this is tracking north and west, so it's going to shoot the gap between Rogersville and Town Creek and cross right over the county line. But aside from that, the rest of us are dry. Now, one or two more of us could see some of those similar isolated showers pop up this evening, but the vast majority will not and will be completely dry. Still feeling quite warm, though. Once we factor in the humidity, we're feeling like 96 degrees in Muscle Shoals, 93 in Huntsville, and 91 in Fort Payne. All in all, it is the perfect weekend to wrap up the unofficial end of summertime and have more time outside by the pool or even have dinner out by the barbecue. The Way 31 Skycam Network, powered by Thompson Roofing and Construction, really just proving my point here. Temperatures sitting in the mid and low 90s, even though we know they're feeling slightly warmer than that, but it's blue sky and sunshine for almost all of us. And those of us who do see clouds, well, we're looking at those fair weather cumulus clouds, which means no rain for you. As we head through the rest of this evening at 7 o'clock, we'll be sitting in the upper 80s, feeling like the low 90s, and we'll have the slightest hint of a breeze. So again, soak up this evening outdoors, especially you're going to want to do that after you see this future radar outlook. Like we talked about, one or two possible rain showers west of the corridor for the rest of this evening, but many of us will remain dry until you first wake up on Tuesday morning. Nothing to snap you out of vacation mode like having to commute to work the first day back in the rain. And that's the situation that many of us will be in along and west of the corridor and in southern Tennessee. Now, at 6:30, that rain's on the corridor, but it continues to track east through breakfast time and then gets out of our way by lunchtime, but only for a few minutes. We'll welcome in some more scattered and widespread thunderstorms to the area in the late afternoon, and that will remain with several of us through dinner time. So specifically north of the Tennessee River, you can expect to still have to drive through and commute home through thunderstorms even after you get done with your workday on Tuesday. The good news is that gets out of our way by Tuesday night until yet another system returns on Thursday. When you're getting the kids out to the bus stop, we're looking at cloud cover east of the corridor, rain west, and temperatures sitting at about 70 degrees. Your high temperature for your Tuesday will sit in the low 90s, but it'll be one of the last days of low 90s that we see for quite some time. The reason for that? Well, I'm tracking a cold front coming on Wednesday that will bring storms, but it also push our high temperatures into the 80s for much of the rest of the work week. We'll have a little bit of rain first thing on Wednesday morning. This is at 7 a.m., just ahead of the cold front. But the actual frontal boundary itself moves in just after lunchtime into the shoals in southern Tennessee and then continues to track south and east throughout your Wednesday afternoon and even early evening. By the time we get to dinner time, though, we will have said goodbye to much of that rain and much of the cloud cover as well. What we're left with is the beautiful 80s for the rest of the work week and even through the weekend. The Trash Pandas are back in town, and in fact, it's their last homestand of the season, and with sunshine and 80s for most of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'd say there's no better place to be than Toyota Field.
I would agree with that statement. All right, thanks, Grace.
Thank you.